So we do have Charlie, Charles, and Rick is just joining us now. So when 5:30 rolls around, I'll push record and we can get started.
Sounds good. And Bonnie, do you by chance have the memo?
Yeah, I do. Do
Could
you
you
need
forward
me to
that to
send
me?
it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, figure out where it went.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Rick.
Hey,
Hello,
Rick.
Rick.
Charlie, do you notice what I got on?
I can't see you.
Oh,
Where are you? You got your
my
oxygen on?
video. I turned on my video.
Anybody else see him?
I can see a tiny picture.
I can see me on my own screen. I look pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course you do. I can't see you.
There you go.
I don't see you. I can't find you for some reason.
There might be an arrow key at the top, Charlie.
What's that?
The arrow key at the top might give you everybody. Aaron's presenting, so it kind of cuts every additional people off at the top.
Do you need me to adjust it? I can take it off of full screen.
No, that's okay.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So it is 5:30. Give me a second here. Rick, it's all you.
Okay, kids, let's open up the Board of Zoning Adjustment for October 7th, 2025. Those in attendance will announce themselves. Rick Head is here. I see Charlie's
Charlie
here.
Bodlock.
Charles Cuniff.
Charles.
We have
Is that-
Mac Benning and Joanne. Yeah, that's it for commissioner or board members.
I'm
We have
sorry.
Mac.
Who's the last one?
So we have Charlie, Rick, and Charles online for board members. And then we have Mac, Joanna, and Bonnie online for or Mac's in the
For s-
office for
For staff.
staff, and then Aaron's online also.
Okay. Hi, Aaron.
Hi. Good evening.
And Rick, just so you know, so it doesn't get skipped over, we do have public attendance here in the office.
I'm sorry, you said that again?
We do have public attendance here in the office.
Oh, wow. I didn't think we were going to be having this hearing in the public.
They sent us a notice. They sent.
Well, any variance must be noticed publicly, so,
So there are
The
people
public
listening
is-
in on this
Yeah,
Zoom meeting.
attending.
attending,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So before us, we have a case up in Starwood, Lot R40, Block 4, Starwood 4, containing 3.83 acres in the AR zoning district, 10 AR10 zoning district. Aaron, do you have your notice of posting by any chance?
Oh, I do. It's not, yeah. Do you want me to pull it up? I submitted
Well,
it.
as long as it's been submitted to Joanna or Bonnie, we're
Yeah,
good at that. That's one of the criterion that we need
Mm-hmm.
going forward. Okay, so you're all set on
I
that?
uploaded it last week. Yep.
Okay. So you guys are requesting I don't have the application in front of me. Hold on, maybe I'm putting it up right now. Hold on. Well, it's not coming up. So you're looking for a side or rear yard setback of 35 feet. And apparently we've given, the board gave another variance back in 1994.
Yeah, and I have a whole presentation prepared.
Okay, all right. So why don't you go ahead, identify yourself for the record, and then you may proceed.
Okay, thank you. My name is Erin Wackerly. I'm with Bendon Adams, and I'm here tonight on behalf of the applicants and owners of 574 Johnson Drive, Scott and Beata Galloway, and to request approval of a front yard setback variance. So as Rick mentioned, this property at 574 Johnson Drive is located in the Starwood subdivision, accessible off of McLean Flats Road. Lot R40 of the Starwood 4, 3.83 acres, and it has been assigned AR10 zoning. There's a couple previous approvals that are associated with the property. In 1980, the property received approval for a 70-foot front yard setback variance in order to allow the property to be developed, which it was, then receiving its CEO certificate of occupancy in 1981. Then in 1994, another setback variance was requested, this time for 35 feet. Pursuant to resolution number 35. This allowed the property to add on, and the stated hardship at the time was due to the unusual topography and narrowness of the site. Which brings us up to last year. In 2024, there was an application submitted for an activity envelope and site plan review to redevelop the property, which is pending pursuant granting of the variance that we're seeking tonight. Couple hazards on the properties. As you can see here in the upper right, it's outside of floodplain and mapped waterways. It's within low wildfire mapped hazards. It doesn't have a lot of wildlife hazard, although it is within a mapped winter elk migration. As shown here in blue, and the main hazard of the property is the presence of steep slopes, as shown here. We are proposing that to redevelop this property, the home will be in the same location as is existing. The new structure at its closest point at the northeast corner here will be approximately 19 feet from the front property line. AR10 zoning mandates a 50-foot front yard setback, which brings us here tonight to request a setback of 15 feet or a variance of 35 feet, which would allow the structure to not have to be moved. And then again, on the plans here, the two graphics to the left and right, the gray up in the upper right-hand corner of each graphic indicates the area of the structure that is and will be, is proposed to be located within the front setback. It's very similar to what is existing. There will be a slightly decreased volume and less bulky of a roof line that is proposed. This building is not being demolished. It's being remodeled. It's being modernized. And then an area that is currently detached here, circled in red, is proposed to be enclosed. The topography of the site is the same as it was in 1980. It's the same as it was in 1994. Continues to be a narrow parcel, has kind of a narrow access way here off of Johnson Drive, and is surrounded by steep slopes as shown on the blue. And then the red line here indicates the approximate location of where the 50-foot setback would be. This property's hardship was established in 1994 when Resolution 35 was approved, being the topography and the steep slopes and unusual narrowness of the site, and the conditions of the site as they were in 1994 remain the same today. The strict application of the front setback pursuant to AR10 zoning would create an undue hardship upon the applicants due to the unusual narrowness, shape, and topography of the site. development is proposed in its only feasible location, kind of as shown here, which aligns with previous development and variances that have been granted to the property. So we're therefore requesting approval of a 35-foot front yard setback variance in order to finalize the pending activity envelope and site plan application and to allow redevelopment of the property in a practical way. So I want to thank staff. Thank you, Joanna, for all your work. And we are appreciative of the recommendation of approval for our request. We've reviewed the draft resolution. We find it acceptable. We don't have any proposed changes. And also want to thank everyone on the board tonight for all the time that you give and for your time and consideration this evening. And I can answer any questions from here.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for your succinct rendition here. I got a question. Were there any letters, Joanna, of objection to this project by any neighbors?
I did not receive any letters of objection, but I don't know who's in the office.
All right, I'll take it that there were none. Were there any letters of support?
No.
Okay. Charles, either one, do you have any questions of the applicant?
No, it's very straightforward to me.
Yeah, it looks like to me they're basically building within the same footprint, existing footprint.
Well, I tend to agree with you both. Given that staff is supporting this variance request, I guess we could beat a dead horse if we want, but if anybody feels so inclined to make a motion to approve this variance, we can move on with our lives.
Rick,
Before we do, back on the site plan, there is a little bit of difference in the grading, that's shown in blue. There's a little section off to the left there. What has changed? Because it was represented that nothing's changed in the topography, but it looks like something did a little bit.
Is that the ditch? You read
Is that when
that?
the
Is this-
propane tanks?
Is this where you're thinking right
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
Charles?
yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be, yes, that is where the on-site wastewater treatment system is going to be relocated.
Okay. So the
Yep.
grading was to accommodate that?
Correct, yes.
Okay. That seems reasonable. Okay.
And we do have one person in line in the office, so we do need to open it up to public comment.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, hi, thank you very much. Hey, Charles, Gary Stewart here. We
Hi.
know each other.
Hey,
Hey,
guys.
my concern was, well, I'm not sure what you're calling the front yard. Is that the part, I mean, I would assume toward the road,
Yes.
the drive? And then my big thing is, really interested, or is there any ridge line exposure? Have they changed the ridge line exposure for the structure?
Sorry, am I jumping in front of you, Rick?
No,
Mhm.
go ahead. Aaron, if you want to address that question.
Yeah, the design team has studied that pretty thoroughly, knowing that it is located within a scenic view,
Mhm.
which comes under, the review for activity envelope and site plan. And no, it is not increasing. It is decreasing the volume of the home to the extent practicable, utilizing materials and landscaping to help it, blend into the landscape to the extent practicable. But no, it is not changing or making it more visible than what is existing now.
Okay,
And-
that was my big question,
Yeah.
because I live down below it.
Right.
Sure.
So the hill up behind and above the house would continue to be higher than the house towards the ridge line, right?
Right. Correct.
Okay, that was my main concern. That was my really only question.
Isn't there,
Correct.
Aaron, forgive me if my ignorance, but isn't there, Pickens County have a committee that looks at view planes from some point on the highway? And this obviously passed muster at some point there.
Yeah. So,
Ridgeline review.
yeah. So that is part of the activity envelope and site plan review. And I have walked the site with county staff, with community development staff, and discussed all of this. And the draft administrative decision is basically ready to go, just pending approval of this setback. So yeah, view plane is one of the reviews included in activity
Okay.
envelope and site plan. Yep.
Thank you
Okay.
for that clarification. Okay, are there any
That's all.
other public people that want to speak out there?
None here in the office.
Okay.
And there's no one online.
All right, great. Well, gentlemen, between the three of us, we should be able to come up with a motion here. Does anybody want to take a crack at it? Should be pretty easy and
I'll take a
straightforward.
crack using the language from the resolution, but basically following the recommendation that I'd recommend that we approve the resolution granting approval of a 35-foot front yard setback variance for the single-family residence
And
shown
the hardship is?
is due to topographic hardships.
Okay, okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion?
Not by me.
Okay, all those in favor of this motion, so signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, it looks like you've got your approvals, Aaron. And
Thank you.
Congratulations. And thank you for your concise demonstration of this variance
Yeah,
request.
thank you, Aaron, for putting it together in
Yep.
such a clear manner that we were able to review it.
Okay, good. Thank you for
Thank
that
you.
feedback. That's what I was aiming for.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone,
you.
for your time. I really appreciate it.
You bet.
Okay, take care. All.
Does anybody feel like making a motion to closing this meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the
Adjourn.
meeting.
Have a second?
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor, so signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody, for your service, and good luck with your project, Aaron.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good
Looking
night,
good,
everybody.
Rick. Keep it up.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye, Mac. Bye, Joe.